Yo, what's going on, guys? Got a trade recap. This is gonna be our first video on the channel. Ended up getting stopped out today. Ended up losing 1,060.84 amongst two accounts. So yeah, let's get right into this. So starting off on the 4-hour time frame, I had to mark this out last night. We were respecting this 4-hour gap throughout all the way up until pretty much all day and all night after New York PM session. I anticipated us to kind of either dig deeper into this 4-hour gap or get some type of reaction off it. As you can see here, we did. Ended up displacing down after I think we had formed a SMT as well amongst these highs. Yeah, we had formed some type of SMT amongst Asia session and previous New York AM session highs. So, oh my gosh, ended up freezing. Anyways, yeah, so we had SMT, so NQ looked favorable just because we had all this fair value gap to play with. ES was kind of on the gutter of that fair value gap, so I was like, cool. Ended up displacing, had good targets on liquidity, had previous 1800 open alongside Asia session highs. Midnight open, right? This is midnight open. We had midnight open as well, and previous London session lows and New York PM session lows as well that wanted to get taken out. I anticipated us to displace, and on top of that, we had formed also a fair value gap while also respecting this 1 hour OTE range of 705, or not 705, but this OTE range of equilibrium and that 062 range. So that's kind of what. That's why I had a really strong, heavily bearish bias. And on top of that, we had kind of like a 1 minute SMT as well, which is honestly good. We had SMT amongst these highs with NQ being the having the liquidity sweep. Ended up waiting. Um, Waited for a pretty much a displacement candle. Wanted to see us inverse. We ended up inversing this little fair value gap right here, while kind of still being inside this one. Honestly, this was not a bad trade at all. I am not mad at all. Ended up losing a little bit more than I wanted to today. Um, but overall, I am not upset that this trade. Our stop was right above this 062 range. Price ended up respecting this 5 minute gap, this bullish gap, 3 times, and um, that's kind of what really cooked us on this trade as well. If price respecting this, if I really wanted to, I could have easily just stopped out of the shorts play and went in on longs and started targeting all these draws on liquidity right here, boom, boom, and then these highs right here as well, which price ended up hitting. But we were heavily bearish as well after displacing and forming a higher time frame SMT while in that 4 hour gap. We had lots of higher time frame confluence that we were going to go short. As you can see here, price was not the best at all. We had a lot of chop up until literally today, up until not today, up until right now. That's definitely not something we want to be trading in. I know November, December, even October even can get a little choppy at times. I know October was really bad last year. November was bad, and I think December was kind of in the middle too as well. So definitely gonna start being a little more picky as far as my setups goes. But overall, this was not a bad trade at all. This is something that I would take on a regular day basis. So it's not like, oh, I kind of forced my entry on this. I had lots of higher time frame confluence, as you can see on the 15 minute as well. We closed very, very bearish, as you can see here. Ended up respecting that. Ended up sweeping out this previous 15 minute high, then going lower while also in this gap as well. So it's not like we can intentionally force our trade in. We definitely want to be more cautious that December is going to be a lot more choppier since it's this is the end of the year, last month of the year. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all we have for today. Ended up getting stopped out today. It's Wednesday, so we do have 2 more days on the week. Definitely going to be more cautious. But yeah, I mean, overall, we're just going to keep going in and out of the markets like usual. But just be more cautious that it is the end of the year. We could expect some chop as we did today. Yesterday, too, as well. I don't know. I think we kind of did get a little bit of it was kind of whatever price action, too, as well. I think I don't know. I don't trade. Actually, no, I did trade yesterday. I did trade. It was Tuesday. Sorry. I can't remember what I entered on yesterday. I would have to go back on my notes or my photos on my phone and kind of double check that. But yeah, overall these past few weeks for me honestly hasn't been the best price action, but it's not too bad at all. We do have 2 more days on the week. Gonna be more cautious going into the rest of this month, the rest of this year. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. It's gonna be my first video on the channel. Stay posted for more of these type of videos right here. I'm gonna try and do a market recap if I don't trade, or kind of trade recap if I win or lose. Kind of be very transparent with you guys. A lot of people, they just show the wins, they don't really show the losses. And trading, it's all about wins and losses. But mostly when you're starting out, or not even when you're starting out, just in general, you do obtain a lot of losses, or a good amount of losses. You're not just gonna be 100%. No good trader that you see online, TJR, who else do you have? You have ICT. You have a bunch of these other traders. I know I just mentioned the mainstream traders. There's a lot of up and coming trader gurus or trader influencers coming up on TikTok as well, or on social media, that will just show their wins to kind of attract more attention to you. Don't get fooled at all. Trading is all about wins and losses, just like anything else. You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. If you have a high probability setup and you only take high probability trades, you shouldn't have a problem with that. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit of yap at the end of this trade recap. It is my first one. Don't really know what else to say on this other than my trade recap. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. I know I said that again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.